Hello chess friends, we're covering Bughouse World Championship in the Challenger section. We have ChessGod1964 and HungryOval versus Practical Play and neatgreatfire. I think neatgreatfire is someone who also plays 4-player chess, but I might be wrong about that. Practical Play is a candidate master. I think ChessGod and HungryOval are both very young, so definitely very talented for their age. This is the Challenger section, which is under 2,000. We're going to be playing this at a 3-minute time control, and it is first to 11. So, Practical Play is stalling, does not want to give a blocker to HungryOval, so forcing HungryOval to either sack his queen or move the king, both of which would weaken HungryOval's position, especially if Practical Play can get a pawn afterwards. I think he's going to sack the bishop for the pawn, which then immediately wins the queen with pawn check. After that, we'll see knight check, queen in, or checkmate. This is a very, very good coordinated attack if they're able to execute it here. And they are up by 5 seconds. So I'm pretty sure that they've coordinated the win. neatgreatfire and Practical Play are discussing a lot in the chat, so they're not in a voice call, which is surprising. I think they would have better results in a voice call. And by the way, ChessGod and HungryOval have been playing Bughouse for at least the last hour, so they've had a lot of warm-up. There's the pawn. Okay, he goes up, which is a good move, and there's not an immediate check. He's going to defend the pawn. He vacated the square so he could put his queen there later, and it worked. That's mate. Our score is now 1-0, favoring neatgreatfire and Practical Play. Why didn't we take the free knight? That stuff always confuses me. There's a weakness on g2, a weakness on b7. g2 was plugged. Piling up on this square here. If the knight's being attacked, yeah, you could have just played knight takes knight or moved the knight. All fine. I think ChessGod is getting some tempo here, though. It does defend the pawn. I think it would have been better to put more pieces on the board, as this is going to be a race to see who can get pieces on the board quicker. neatgreatfire snags a free pawn. He probably would like a knight. There's a knight. A knight keeps initiative, can trade off the rooks, can take a rook. He could also pawn check, and then knight takes rook. Alright, he wants to promote this. Knight has to land here to prevent promotion. Oh, that's reasonable too. Just retreat, you're fine. neatgreatfire is going to need to get these pieces in play. He could bishop check while there's no pawn to drop. He's going to try to trade the rooks. Time is very close. If there were up time, this would be an easy chess win for neatgreatfire. Okay, so at this point, diagonals are great. So even like 2 pawns are crushing. neatgreatfire up about 1 second. Can his partner take 2 pawns? Probably not. It looks like a knight is the most likely to come in the near future. Where does the knight land? Knight could check here. Not sure I like this move. I guess now his idea is pawn check and goes over knight check. Now he's up 2 seconds. How is he a challenger if he's a chess god? Great question. Okay, at least neatgreatfire has gained some time. Now at this point, knight is very good. So he's moving to a position where now it's not just pawns that are really good, it's knights as well. Knight check, king over. We could take the pawn, continue tempoing. Knight check, king over. I mean, I guess you could drop a pawn check and promote it. Knight in, that's mate. Great mate by neatgreatfire. Our score is 2-0. Favoring practical play and neatgreatfire. Usually when you see a year in the username that's like a birth year, I don't think that's the case here. I think these two are teenagers. So HungryOval has sacked a few pawns by not recapturing, and neatgreatfire is continuing to put pressure on. Knight check, and then knight or rook would be very good. Knight check is still good. You can just take the rook. Or you can follow up with rook over first. More knights have come. Okay, knight check. How you win the queen. Yeah, take the pawn, take the knight. Attacking the rook. I would take the rook. Queen takes rook, drop a pawn there. Continues your initiative. Pawn at e2. It looks pretty crushing. I don't think that's the right square. I think this square was safer. d8. But I still think he's going to live. So now, like, a knight would check. Whereas if he went back here, it would have required another pawn to get him. neatgreatfire has asked his partner not to move, but his partner's going to mate anyway, so I think it's fine. Very often when your partner says don't move, what they really mean is no trades, or don't give my opponent any pieces. So sometimes you need to clarify, which is a lot easier over voice chat. When they say like stop moving, then you can say like what's bad for you, or like why do I need to stop moving? Sometimes your partner doesn't understand the position, doesn't understand that you have a lot of moves you can make avoiding given the piece that's bad for him. neatgreatfire should do some more development, get these pieces out. Our score is 3-0, by the way, favoring neatgreatfire. Good place for the bishop. This might not be a great place for the queen. So first of all, knight can take this pawn. Second of all, this queen can be tempoed. I like this move. If queen takes, the knight would fall. But they're really only good if you have follow-up pieces in hand, which he doesn't. Like now, bishop check is good. Rook check could be interesting. pawn check if you have more stuff coming could be interesting. They are down a lot of time. Gets his queen in play. I like that. Hard to see how the attack continues though. Practical play is attacking on his board though. These trades are going to help. I would have considered taking the bishop first so that you could get your knight in. Yeah, now knight in would be reasonable. And a bishop or a rook can land on b7. It's going to tempo this queen. Threaten rook in. I guess he has to take. Queen takes. Bishop check. Queen just traded on the other board. That's mate. Our score right now is 4-0. Favor neatgreatfire and practical play. Chessgod is reasonably safe and he's attacking. I don't like dropping the bishop back here again. I would have got the bishop out if I were Chessgod. Looked into sacking. Right now this pawn is hanging. He found it. Well, not anymore. This is a good bishop move. Practical play. Gonna pick up one or more knights. I would go rook over here. Brought his bishop back. He really practical play seems to want to retain the ability to castle, which isn't as big a deal in Bughouse as normal chess. Knight covers here for now. Why not just take this? Knight takes pawn. Threatening this for mate. Sack that for sure. I would not even hesitate. Doesn't mate immediately because of knight takes queen. But another knight would be pretty... Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. So this is defended a bunch of times. HungryOval going to retreat. Knight plus rook mates, but that's a tall order. Not anymore. Queen trade offered. By the way, when the queen was here, there was a fork. Okay, there's probably enough knights around here to be a bother to HungryOval. Maybe even bring this knight out. Okay, that works. Our score right now is 5-0. Favor neatgreatfire and practical play. Practical play is sacking. HungryOval on the attack. Since in a queen trade might be forthcoming. neatgreatfire has gained a little bit of initiative here. Knight check, I assume. Okay, now knight check. Okay. That's got to be defend. Okay, let's take that. Now he wants some diagonals. Okay, he can take the queen if knight takes. So this is reasonable. He's just gonna take the knight. This square is covered, by the way. Pawn mates. Well, now two pawns mate. He had mate earlier, by the way. If he just played queen here first to cut off the escape square and then drop the knight, that was mate. But he played the wrong move order. Now it's going to take two pawns to mate. His partner should be able to get pawns fairly easily. So to review again, the king was here, this knight wasn't here yet. He had queen check. He can go this square, this square, this square. So all he can do is drop a blocker, and then you drop the knight for checkmate. And then the game would already be over rather than waiting for two pawns. Going after this pawn. There it is, that's mate. They actually accidentally went in the random pool before. Our score now is 6-0. Favoring practical play and neatgreatfire. Chessgod likes to drop a pawn, preventing the sack. He seems to have a blind spot on the e5 square, though, where his opponent's able to pick up free pawns. I would save the bishop. Pawn up could be good. I don't like that he's hanging this bishop, but he's just going for initiative, I guess. Not good moves from practical play. Oh, neatgreatfire picked up a free piece, I think with a tactic. Oh, instead of taking that, he should have waited for a bishop to pin the queen. He traded a queen when he could have won a queen for free. Neatgreatfire. Chessgod on the attack. Going after these light squares and the castled king. D3 looks loose on the HungryOval board. Maybe rook at B2. Start off. What does HungryOval do? He could try to attack by dropping a knight in, or defend by putting a pawn. Defend this weak pawn. Oh, that's a mate for Chessgod. They're on the board. Score is 6-1. Favoring practical play and neatgreatfire. Neatgreatfire picks up a free piece. I like the development from neatgreatfire. Great moves in general. I would consider getting this file and put in the queen one of these two squares to put pressure on G7. This seems like a wasted move. It accomplishes nothing. I like this knight move. Put in pressure. So when the queen moves away... Oh, that just gains pawns. That's great. Gotta watch the rook, though. And there's a free queen, by the way. He does not see the free queen. Probably can mate by sacking the queen. So queen is about to be picked up by practical play. I would put a queen in the corner and then pawn check. Actually, queen in the quarter, then knight check just wins. So there's mate for practical play if he wants it. No longer mate available. Still has a good position. Chess God could probably checkmate with some knight shenanigans. Like knight check. Pawn has to take. Drop a rook. King takes. Pawn check. Throw a bishop in. Queen in is mate. So Chess God is missed mate. Practical play also missed mate, but finally gets mate. And they accidentally went in the random pool. Our score is now 7-1. A lot of missed opportunities last game. neatgreatfire thought it was first to 7, but it is first to 11. I think Chess God was sitting hoping to get a pawn, which didn't come. This bishop move is better than putting the pawn there, though, so he's going to end up with a better position. They are down some time because of that sit, though. Trying to displace the knight so that something can land on e7. He's trying to attack. Could be interesting. But practical play, just going for safety. Rook over is also a very good move. Again, practical play, because he's a chess player, he seems to overvalue castling. So he doesn't like moving his rook because he thinks it's important to retain the ability to castle. It's not. It doesn't matter. Rook over much better than cycling these bishops. And finally he allows it. neatgreatfire would like a pawn. Queen trade offered. Rook takes. Okay. So now a bishop is helpful for defense purposes. Oh, his partner should have taken this bishop for him. It's a very important bishop. Bishop or rook. Rook is good too. In fact, rook is better, but at the minimum a bishop. These knights are not good for defense. If he drops a knight, the rook falls, which it does. This is a decent attack though. Now rook mates. So we've got to take this knight with king, I guess. And time is not good for practical play. I really like this pawn move. This rook has no place to go. Probably has to go to g8, then knight takes. So practical play has been trying to keep the rook threat, and I think he's maintained it for a while. And now they are finally up time. So rook at h7 could potentially be a mate threat in the future. I think neatgreatfire should wait until it's his partner's turn and then trade a bunch of rooks. I think that trade was too early. He's got to wait till his partner is out of check. Now he's probably mated his partner. We'll push the pawn, gives more luft. neatgreatfire up Was that 12 seconds? 15 seconds, maybe? Maybe 14 seconds. Practical play, waiting to not be in check. When he's not in check, he's going to tell his partner, you are green lighted, trade everything. All right, his opponents have resigned. Excellent, one in the random pool. All right, our score is 8-1, favoring practical play in Neat Great Fire. His first to 11. Hey, Margos. Hello? Hello from the USA. Right now, this pawn is being attacked. Knight takes pawn would be a free pawn. Practical play is sacked on Chessgod. I think it's a good sack. Gonna be hard to defend this. I would consider knight check right here. Ignore the queen threat for now. Oh, someone has matched me to rapid. Let's go ahead and block that person. Let's go ahead and decline the match request. Go die in a fire. Alright, so maybe knight takes bishop. Whoa, that king's getting adventurous. He's not going to survive this. Oh, that's a fun move. I think you can do that first, then knight takes knight, something like that. There's a lot of moves here. Nice mate by practical play. They accidentally went in the random pool. Now we're back. Score is 9-1, favoring practical play in Neat Great Fire. Hey, Firefly. To the rapid jelly. Yeah, I know what you meant. Well, that's a free dude. HungryOval has a decent attack. Might as well take that. Oh, that was not the way to go. If you bring the bishop the other way, at the very least, you're winning a free queen. That was a missed opportunity for HungryOval. Discover check the other way, wins a queen. It'd be a 2-for-1 sale. Practical play, he's telling his partner, I'll avoid a queen trade. HungryOval doing a good job getting all of his pieces in play, but there was just a missed opportunity not winning that free queen before. Probably throw a knight one of these places. I prefer the knight on e5 so the bishop can still guard d2, but this is not terrible. He wins the queen, big castle, and then try to get the rook involved. Or just like rook d1 for defense. Time is fairly close. Practical play is the one attacking. Chessgod, he has very little development, but might be safe. If a million pawns came, they would probably land on e6 forever until Chessgod could be tempoed. Attacking the bishop. This is a pretty good square for the knight. So practical play is asked what kills you because it's hard. He's trying not to trade the things that mate his partner. I like this pawn move a lot. Gets the rook involved. This is just a great job by HungryOval. Grades are great. Bishop wins a piece. Probably worth taking the knight, honestly. I guess not. Yeah, knight would be pretty good. You can always get this other rook in, like rook e1. Attack the knight. neatgreatfire says no knight. Practical play says problematic. I mean, I think you could save a knight if you wanted to. They're suggesting putting something on e6 and going for flag. I don't think a knight mates anyway. Needs a little more. Flag battle. The kids have won that one. So our score is 9-2, favoring Practical Play and neatgreatfire. Practical Play says he was crazy fast. Don't like this pawn move. I think it's probably better to just take the knight, take the pawn, win a pawn. neatgreatfire has decent development. He really needs to watch his back rank though. Like this move. Maybe a pawn could land here, but he needs to get his rook guard in the back rank as soon as possible. Rook mates immediately. No chance of that coming. Rook still mates. Two knights are good. Knight check, knight check. Two knights might be within the realm of possibility. I don't like this move. Not much purpose to it. Now there's promotion to... Whoa, knight check. Pick up a free queen. Don't like this knight move. I would have taken the free pawn, tempoed the queen. So knight probably wins. Knight check, promote. He could just protect the bishop and then check on some square with a knight later. Like new bishop at e3, for example. A lot of ways to mate here. Oh, queen. That's one of them. Alright, our score is 10-2. Favoring neatgreatfire. It is match point. It's first to 11. Sacks on both kings here. That helps black get very safe. White is a little bit less safe. Oh, there's a queen hang. Maybe he didn't notice the bishop. Take that for sure. Ooh, okay. Practical play is the one attacking, so I guess maybe he sacked the queen on purpose to help his partner attack. Okay, knight mates. They're up 7 seconds. This knight is under attack. A rook also mates, of course. So even if queen takes queen, the free queen, we can take the knight. Only up by 1 second at this point, though. Oop, we have a rapid challenge. Go check that out. That's a block. And we will decline. FU go die in a fire. And at this point, I do have to point out that chess.com is 30 years behind the rest of the internet in allowing a formula about the types of matches you want. 30 years ago, Free Internet Chess Server and ICC allowed formulas. Interesting move. I think it's going to work out. Practical Plays says, I don't see a way out. Well, now they're down a lot more time. It ended up being a very smart move. What? Oh, they're winning the random pool. Okay, our score is 10-3, favoring neatgreatfire and Practical Play. Practical Play doesn't seem to be moving. Is probably not good for their team. It's not showing the clocks right either, though. I'm going to try refreshing. This might be a me problem. Apparently it's not a me problem, it's a them problem. Practical Play says, sorry, my computer crashed. They do have a comfortable lead, so even if they lose this game, they're still going to be okay. Score is 10-3, so even if they lose this, it'll be 10-4. So neatgreatfire has been playing chess, and he has a decent chess position. Whoa, knight mates. HungryOval says, I'm stalling. They are up 30 seconds, so that knight is never going to come. So they're going to need to just keep moving. Knight still mates. Ooh, wow. Bishop check. That's mate. Ooh, HungryOval missed mate in 2. Bishop check, rook takes. That was a hard throw. Still up a bunch of time. Now knight wins queen for HungryOval. This looks pretty scary for Chessgod. He did not develop his king's bishop. This is what happens when you don't develop your king's bishop. You get checkmated. I think HungryOval's just going to try to win at chess. It should be fairly easy up a queen. So he has, let's see. He has about 20 seconds, maybe not 20 seconds, 15 seconds to win at chess. Just promote another pawn. All right. Our score is now 10-4, favoring neatgreatfire. Ooh, I would castle there for sure. Now you have a huge weakness on g2. Pawns would be good to drop. I don't think neatgreatfire has taken full advantage of this position. He could trade everything. This is also scary. Like, this is an advantage if you attack it. If you just leave this file open, then it's a disadvantage for black. Practical play is trying to keep his king solid. HungryOval has a queen in hand, and a knight would be crushing. Like just rook check, knight in, something like that. Oh, trying to go for the knight. Take the knight. Sack the rook. Can't take it or you're dead. King over. Then sack the rook again. Interesting move. I like it. Oh, we have a rapid challenge. Let's go over here. That's a block. Decline the challenge. F you, go die in a fire. And I do have to point out again that chess.com is 30 years behind the rest of the internet in allowing people to set a formula for challenges. neatgreatfire going all out. It's very hard to defend. Bishop here could be good. I don't like bishop there. Limits the king mobility. Why not just drop a bishop here, tempo the queen? Okay, he's on the attack now. Now a knight could be good, rook could be good. Practical play telling his partner to stall, which is wise. They are up 18 seconds. There are some queen trades in the works. This queen check, mate. Or the other way, queen check, mate. So practical play spammed like stall, like 5 times in a row. Very hard to hold this queen. Wow, forced the draw. That was clever. Our score is 10.5 to 4.5. We are still going. Hungry Oval. I like some trades. I like this queen move. Pile up in the diagonal. Get the rook over. Yep. Just stick a pawn in here. Release the pin. Maybe bishop here when the bishop retreats. What? Why did he just hang that? It's weird. Now a knight is quite good. Threatens queen in or to take the queen. So I would wait for a knight if I were Hungry Oval. His partner could pretty easily pin this knight to win it. Of course, a rook is also good, but you know, queen mates immediately, but those are less likely. And they've communicated well. Here comes the knight. Queen check, knight check, take queen is a possibility. There's some other possibilities. Maybe just rook over. If queen takes knight, then a pawn mates. I mean, might as well get something new in play. You're also threatening a knight mate. Knight mates. The other knight is hard to get though. You could pin this. Bishop in. Oh, don't like that bishop move. A waste of a bishop. Bishop at h3, much better. Don't really understand these moves. Hungry Oval has blown his attack. I mean, a knight is still good. Several different places. Now his back rank is very weak. So if a rook comes, rook plus knight, Hungry Oval is going to be mated. What? He's giving away everything. Going for a maiden attack. But they're up so much time. He should... Whoa, wait. Don't get mated, buddy. This was mate. Oh, that was really bad from Chessgod. All he had to do was not move, and his partner could have won pretty easily. Like, queen takes pawn due to the pin. I mean, this is just really quick mate. Okay, GG's. Great match. Final score is 11.5 to 4.5. All right, and that was favoring practical play and neatgreatfire. Yeah, no, that was a really smart bughouse draw. I'm not sure if he was trying to draw or just trying to like burn time, but it worked out really well. And his opponent should have thought about the possibility of a draw. Anyway, great match. Look forward to seeing some other matches from these teams. They are in Group B, I think. Let me see. Where's... Let's try reloading this. Why am I not seeing these groups up here? It's really weird. Oh, okay, now I'm seeing it. Okay, so Practical Play neatgreatfire had lost a match to Mai and Ostrumeg, and there's been no other games this group. This group is kind of wide open to who will be progressing. Remember, the top 2 teams from each group progress to the single elimination ladder. Some of these groups need to get moving because they had a month and change to schedule these matches, but we're coming near the end. I think there's another, 10 days left, something like that. So they got to get to scheduling. All right, let's go ahead and find someone to rate. First, let me reload the calendar, see if anything else has cropped up. I think this is the only match scheduled for today that I can see, and I don't see another match scheduled until Sunday. Though sometimes matches are scheduled last minute. This match, I only found out about it like an hour ago, but I was free, so I streamed it. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid. I'm going to check the chess category. And see who we can send a few viewers to. It looks like our friend Pepe Lu is streaming. I don't see anyone streaming chess variants. I think we're going to raid Pepe Lu. Pepe Lu plays some Crazy House and Bug House occasionally. Sometimes he doesn't allow raids, so we'll see if they're even allowed. Okay, it is allowed. Alright, we're going to send you guys to Pepe Lu. So I'm going to continue to cover matches from the Bughouse World Championship. If you're playing in the Bughouse World Championship, remember to schedule your matches. And not only schedule with your opponents, but let us, the organizers, know through the Google form for scheduling. And then they can be placed on the calendar. And that's the way that I, as a streamer, find out about it. I check the calendar. Let me link to the calendar here in the Twitch chat. This calendar shows the matches that have been scheduled that we are aware of. So I'll continue to stream matches. I hope you all have a good weekend. Bye, everyone.